Hey mortals, welcome back to our channel. I'm Avery.
And I'm Micah, and we're reviewing
The Fault in Our Stars. Okay, so this one we're gonna do like we did this election. We're gonna explain the storyline. So do you want to start?
Explain that one so well. She's at the little
Oh yeah, so
church.
basically there's this girl named Hazel Grace Lancaster, that's her last name, yeah. And she has cancer, and she's always like saying, "I'm a grenade." Anyway, it's really crazy.
Stop, that was like her traumatic event.
Yes.
I'm a grenade.
But then her mom forces her to go to support group every Wednesday.
Once a week.
Once a week, yep. And there's this guy, Patrick, who's like overly excited and he's like super crazy. Anyway. And
Death is not bad. You're gonna die soon, but that's okay.
yeah. And then like every week it's like, this person wasn't there. They died yesterday.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about that.
That was terrible.
Aiden's no longer with us. He's in the stars now.
Yeah. That was terrible. And then there's Eyeless Isaac.
No, we don't talk about that.
There's this guy
I
who's
forgot
like going
his
blind.
name. I
His
needed to
name's
remember his
Isaac.
name.
And then one time he brings a friend whose name Isaac. No,
Augustus.
his name Augustus. And let me just say it, he's hot. Yes, I took that from the book. Okay,
Floating
anyway.
Hazel. Wait, he's hot, but not hot. Wait, what did she say? She said
I don't
something
know.
weird.
Anyway,
hot, but not
after that, she like goes on a journey and stuff, and like there's one book that she always reads, which leads her parents to think she's in depression, but I don't remember what it is, but she's always wanted to meet the author because we never figured out if the main character died and what happened to the dog, right?
And the
And the mom. And
everyone,
with
kinda.
that like Russian French whatever guy who's really weird.
I found the quote.
Yes.
Look, let me just say it. He was hot. A not hot boy stares at you relentlessly, and it is, at best, awkward, and at worst, a form of assault. But a hot boy, well, what was that quote?
That's the greatest quote. I need to write that down. But yeah, basically he was just staring at her. And then they like became friends, and she found out that he used to have cancer, and that's why he has a
Half a leg.
Yeah, he has a metal leg.
prosthetic.
Yep. So it's so lovely. And then
They fall in love.
shush! No, we have to. Okay,
What part's in between?
No, because he takes her to Amsterdam.
But they fell in love first.
That's true. But she hasn't made her she has made her wish. She went to Disneyland and he's like, "You're so basic." But he hasn't made his wish yet. So he makes a wish so they can get 2 tickets to go to Amsterdam. Her parents finally let her because right before that she had an episode and they thought she was going to die, but she didn't, luckily. So they go to Amsterdam and then they have this like beautiful dinner and stuff. Oh, and when we were watching the movie, my brother was like, "What are people from the Netherlands called?" And I said, "Enderman." Duh.
Oh. Okay, and the reason they went to Amsterdam was because he wanted to surprise her by meeting her favorite author. Her favorite author sucks.
Oh my gosh, she's terrible. And then the lady, I don't even know how to say her name, but she's like amazing.
Jutsky?
Yeah,
Something with
like
an
that.
L. Mrs.
Yeah.
L. Nah, that sounds mean.
But the guy was really terrible.
He was kind of drunk and weird and showed up to people's funerals.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, we're not gonna say that yet. But anyway.
That's why I whispered it, so I only heard it a little bit.
And then they go to see, what is her name? Anne Frank. They go to see like the
House of Anne Frank, yeah. The little...
and then they have their first kiss and everyone's like, "Woo!" And then they go to the hotel room. We're gonna skip that part. And then
We're gonna skip that part.
And
They
then-
kind of skipped that part, too, though, in the book.
They did skip that part in the book. But then
Weird.
the next day they go back and he's like, "I need to tell you something.
Guess what, sweetie?
My cancer's back."
I'm dying. And then she gets really, really sad because he's gonna die soon, and it's like, definitely he's gonna die. Like, there's no way
Yeah.
to stop it.
They didn't cut it off all the way and it came back. And then so basically they're back home, right? And then
He wants to go get cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
But he doesn't smoke the cigarettes, he just pretends to smoke because
yeah.
it's significant.
He
in a
has like
way.
this quote where you hold death, but you don't die. You don't let yourself die or something. Anyway, and so they get their last pack of cigarettes, and that's when he starts having like a crazy episode.
And he
That was
calls
so
her.
depressing,
And
bro.
then she comes and he's like throwing up and dying and
At the
stuff.
gas station.
And then he can't really walk anymore, and he's just like dying.
But his last best day, remember how they kept saying that, the last best day? He had her and Isaac basically like perform his funeral and like what they were gonna say.
Oh, that was
Oh my
depressing.
gosh, and then the next day he died. Oh.
Like, he probably knew it too. He was like, I am on the brink of death. Let me
Yeah.
see them act.
And then they go to the funeral and she like can't even stay there. And then the dumb author guy comes back and he's like, I'm really sorry. But then he gives her the final draft of what happens in the book that she was like always reading. And what happened again?
Did he tell her?
I think he did.
I
We're
think
gonna
he-
try to
I think
find
he
this.
phrased it. Like, he was like, it's up to you to decide what happened.
Yeah.
And blah, 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 blah. And
I
I'm
was
not
about-
actually going to give you an answer. I'm
Yeah.
just going to confuse you.
I was about to find John Green. I was like, I've also read Paper Towns by him. That one was crazy. Anyway, so now that's the story, and it's so lovely. And of course, there were spoilers. But anyway, let's compare the book to the movie. So they left
we
out
have
2 points. One was that Hazel found out that Augustus had an ex-girlfriend who actually died from cancer like a few years earlier, but she was like super depressed, and she was like, wait, so does she still like him? And she
No, he hated her.
Oh yeah, she hated her.
She
Yep.
sucked.
She was terrible. And then another thing was, at the end of the movie, after reading Augustus's letter, she said, okay.
Which was like their thing, so it wasn't
Yes,
that
but in the books, she said, I do, Augustus, I do. Which was so much better and literally almost had me in tears, but I did not cry during this whole entire book.
How long? And then they had like this 3-page long poem
Oh, yeah.
that they wrote her.
Oh,
Here's the name.
Luigi.
Ladwigi.
Wow, that last name
Ladwigi.
is something.
Valengenhardt.
I'm bringing my boyfriend in
Gentile?
case we have to physically restrain Peter. Oh, her boyfriend was so amazing. Oh, Peter was the dumb author guy. Yep. That's right.
Okay.
But overall, the casting for the movie was really good.
I did like the casting. Better than them casting a random character, Alice, that does not exist in Percy
We're
Jackson.
not going to talk about Percy Jackson, okay?
Does not exist.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
not a
Did you see for the
person.
Harry Potter remake? They're
They're
making
making
Snape
another one?
black. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna strangle someone. Okay, it's fine though.
What about Draco?
It's fine.
Can Draco be like
Well,
a redhead?
They might they might have Tom Felton play Lucius. The kid who played Draco in the movies, he might play him. Lucius. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about other fandoms right now. Anyway. So that's our review of the book. What do you rate it?
Out of 10 or out of 5?
Out of 5.
4.5 out of 5.
I was gonna say that too. Oh my gosh.
I took it. I have to give it a 4.4 or 4.6.
No, it's a 4.5 for me too. Overall, you should definitely read it, and thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.